Hi, this is a guide for Motorola's NVG510 UVerse DSL modem. A simple guide to get this thing into bridge mode, which is inherently difficult, and calling AT&T is basically useless. So I decided to go ahead and make you a guide that will show you how to basically get it into bridge mode. Keep in mind that the bridge mode on the NVG510 is inherently disabled, even though there are portions of the setup that would lead you to believe that you're actually putting it in bridge mode. It's not truly in bridge mode, but this way will forward all ports to a single device, which will be your router, and get it into a basic bridge mode situation that will allow you to use any device on the other side with the router and forward all ports to the router. Let's talk a bit about the NVG510 default configuration. Its default IP address is 192.168.1.254. You can access it from any internet browser, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox, by typing in this address, http://192.168.1.254 into the browser's address window. It will ask you for a device access code, which is written on the side label. Note, your router's IP address must be set to a different subnet. That means that you cannot use anything in the 192.168.1 subnet. Your router's IP must be set to a different subnet. I would suggest 192.168.2.1 or anything like that. You may use any other subnet than the .1 subnet. Next, we need to turn off the NVG510's wireless to enable our router to function properly. So we will go to the home network page in the setup under the wireless tab and set wireless operation to off. Okay, this is a pretty important step. We need to keep the DHCP enabled. This allows the DHCP server on the Motorola NVG510 to serve up only a single IP address. This IP address will be the WAN IP address that your router receives from the NVG510. What that means is the WAN or internet IP address that the router will receive is going to be a private IP address, but we're going to forward all ports through that IP address, so in a sense it will be a public IP address that the unit is getting. Okay, here is where we actually set up the NVG510 into bridge mode. We go to the firewall page in the setup, then go to the IP pass-through tab. We set the allocation mode to default server. What this does is send all traffic through to the address we're about to set. We go to the default server internal address, and we're going to set that to the single DHCP address we set previously. This will be the address that's going to be sent to your router. All traffic and ports will be forwarded through to this IP. That means it will essentially be in bridge mode. This will be the final steps in our setup. We're going to set up our router now. You need to set your router's WAN or Internet IP to 192.168.1.253. This is the same IP address that our NVG510 has been configured to serve. We may set this up manually, or if you set it up with DHCP or automatically obtain on your router, it should also still work. Make sure we set our router's LAN IP, which is your internal network, to 192.168.2.1 or anything else that is not on the subnet of 192.168.1.x. Set our subnet mask to 255.255.255.0 and our gateway to the same IP that we've set our router to, which is 192.168.2.1. And that concludes our setup. Have a great day.